we decided on had a briefing inside on what transpired. I just want to announce to our country that the Supreme Court is our final place where all our laws are interpreted, and our government is a government that respects rule of law, respects the constitution of our country. It just happened that Supreme Court felt that Section 165 of our Parliament Standing Order thus is not constitutional, especially in matters relating to Section 145, operation of Section 145 of the Constitution in relation to vote of no confidence. And so I just want to say to the country, our government, I've consulted our coalition partners, as well as the rank and file of Pangu Party. They are all in total support. We respect Supreme Court. Supreme Court is the authority of law in our country. The Vice Minister has briefed me that the court order has been made this afternoon. The Clerk of Parliament also informed me that the Parliament has been served with the order, and I just want to tell our country, we respect the court decision, we will comply with the court decision. Speaker in a short while will advise the country that Parliament is recalled based on the court order. Parliament will sit on the 8th as directed by the court, and we will go through the process. This is to put to absolute clarity, this government respects the country's constitution. Pangu Party bettered this country's constitution in 1975. We will not break this country's constitution. If the Supreme Court feels that part of our constitution was broken, then it is our duty to respond to a lawful direction by the court of our country. This is an example to all of us in our country. I want to appreciate the Honorable James Nomane, who applied his constitutional duty, filed a Section 19 reference, and the question was put to the Supreme Court. The Supreme Court has answered the question and has ordered for Parliament to be recalled, and the Private Business Committee to be convened, and the opposition's motion of the 26th or 27th of November 2024 be dealt with. And so we will convene Parliament, we will deal with the motion. I just want to inform everyone. I returned from Marape from a very good program. We opened world-class 600 million Kina hospital. Our own government for the first time has delivered to our people. The Marape people turn out in big numbers. They welcomed myself, the health minister, and a huge number of delegation, as well as Governor Ibaras and the leaders of Enga province were there. We saw that. Work is work, we do work. In between now and then, and politics is played out on the floor of Parliament. I just want to appeal to our people, wherever you are, whether you support opposition parties or government parties, or whether you support one leader or another leader, irrespective. Leaders work. Leaders played out in terms of the contest on the floor of Parliament. Now that the Supreme Court has given a clear direction for Parliament to reconvene, I want to say on behalf of the current coalition government, we will not contest this matter in court. We will allow the Parliament to convene. But after the process has been dealt with, and if I still remain as Prime Minister, we'll go back to court to really establish the boundaries of Parliament and the boundaries of our court in our country. That must be clear. Country must not forget, it was in 2011 when then government, certain members of that government walked into the courthouse, chased away a sitting Supreme Court Chief Justice. And so this government had no instance will do this. We respect court decision. Legitimate court has said, has dealt with this matter. We'll go to Parliament next week. What will happen is when we resume Parliament next week, and that's within Speaker's prerogative, but usually in a vote of no confidence play. Wednesday, the Private Business Committee sits. Thursday, it is on notice. So assuming that we convene Parliament with the court order next week, Tuesday, Wednesday we will sit Parliament. Private Business Committee affirms the motion that was lodged 27th of March, 27th of November 2024. Thursday, clerk will put it on notice. We'll adjourn for 1 week and we'll come back the following week Thursday to deal with this matter. So I want to inform our country, be rest assured, the process will run its course. This Bangladesh government is in no way, shape and form will stand in the way of a legitimate court decision. We want to ask everyone, let's give respect to the process that is before us. So after some press statement from me, we come back from Antarblong Kyunga. What a wonderful story. I was inspired to see an opposition member of parliament, the Honorable James Donald, member for Northlight, who used DSIP funds that we've been giving all districts, and to put on record, our government holds back no DSIP, but in opposition of government, everyone receives the 10 million kina earmarked for all districts in our country. So the notion that those in the government are benefiting from DSIP and those in the opposition aren't is totally not true. Today I was at Northlight, and the Northlight district investment of about 4 million kina into a hospital partnering Sustainable Development Fund program and a brand new terminal was opened at Kyunga. At the same time, we launched a 70 million kina terminal, a new terminal, as well as pavement strengthening and a Kyunga airport development. So I was at Kyunga, then I flew into Wabek for me to get this news coming back here. Tonight, I just want to advise everyone, allow politicians to play the trade and play the trade and play the game. When it comes to the floor of parliament, the opposition nominee and the incumbent will be two names presented for members of parliament to decide. It was not too while ago, last September, when government members 75 against 32, we dismissed our vote of no confidence. This time around, court orders parliament to sit, we will deal with this again. I just want to appeal to people, to business, to our international friends. This is part of the PMJ way of politics. Public servant remain at work, business, the country is still at work. Does not matter which government comes or which government go. The country will live on. The country is bigger than us playing this game right now. So I just want to appeal to business houses, our diplomatic partners, foreign relations, and our people. Let politicians do their game on the floor of parliament. As we saw in Wabek today, Mr. Onil was up there, myself was up there, the nominee on opposition notice, Governor Ibadas was up there, the former nominee, Honorable Rainbow Paita was up there, all of us. This is just part of the process we go through. Our people, you're one people, we're here to save all of you. Irrespective of which side you support, just remain faithful to your country, protect your country, be where you are. The process will run its course for the next week or two, and we shall know the outcome of the process. I just want to conclude on this note. I also commend the university students for their maturity. The same reference, that Section 19 reference that was filed in ascertaining whether Section 165 of the Parliamentary Standing Order is constitutionally congruent or not. Those avenues are available, and there was maturity in our university students in how they made reference to asking Ombudsman Commission to file a Section 19 reference on 3 laws that we passed. The amendment to Section 145 of the Constitution, and by the way, as I indicated earlier, I'm just indicating again, Section 145 amendment has not removed the provision of vote of no confidence from the Constitution. That provision remains. It just allows for the 18 months grace period to start all over again in the event that a motion moved is unsuccessful. If the motion moved is successful, well, the government, incoming government gets 18 months. So that amendment, the university student want to ask Supreme Court to look into this amendment, whether it's constitutionally congruent. They, as part of stakeholder interest, have every right to make that inquiry. And Supreme Court, just like the Nomane Supreme Court reference did, the Supreme Court is a fair place to make those questions, bring those questions in, and the judges to make ruling on. I want to commend our students. They put question on Section 145 amendment. They also put question on the the PM and NEC Act amendments that we did, and there was one more question they pushed on. Sorry? No, there was one more question they put on a matter of law. And I want to say full maturity that our students are showing instead of protest and compromising and sacrificing your own placement in study. If these laws you felt are not good, Ombudsman can write people's interests and make inquiry to a Supreme Court. So full commendations to our students for bringing all the other law that they are questioning is the domestic terrorism law. They want to see whether it's constitutionally correct. And so they questioned these three law, commendations on them. Government will not contest these laws that we passed. Government will just be in court to tell them the process deployed. To pass this law, we complied with all the process that was necessary to pass laws, but we will allow for space or Section 19 reference to look into constitutionality of these laws that we passed. And I want to ask all our people, as an example here, you don't need to go into the Supreme Court's chamber and chase the judges out. We don't need to break court orders. Any disputes in society, we don't need to fight out in the streets or do protests. A good place to go is our courts. Go to National Court or go to Supreme Court. And in this instance, when Supreme Court gives direction, well, Parliament is a parliament of law in our country. We will respond to a lawful direction by the Supreme Court. In this instance, we will be reconvening Parliament on the 8th of April as ordered. Thank you too much. Please, if you're going to miss out 6 o'clock now, so you're not going to. All right, thank you. I want to allow you all to go to your stations.